It's quiz time. I hope you kept your thinking caps on from the last segment. How about you, Doug?
No, I'm looking for that octopus.
Okay. Here's the questions from last week. See how you did. Where is the most rigid part of your life, and what could cause it to break?
Well, I was thinking about this. So the most rigid part of my life, the one that I don't want to break at all, is our relationship, right? But what could cause it to break, which is something you should be concerned about. So the two things I thought of that I thought would really be important is, one is communication. If we stopped communicating and being on the same page as to what we're doing and so on. And of course the other one is losing trust. If you lose trust in a relationship, it can absolutely break.
It can break very easily.
It can break very easily. So, that's an example. But, look at all the parts of your life where if it breaks, everything goes, to hell. So, make sure you've got, know what your limits are in those cases.
Job situations.
Job, house, money, family, the whole thing. Where's the part that could break, and make sure you understand what could cause it to break, and then make sure it doesn't.
Okay, next question is, how does the Fed try to keep interest rates low?
Well, we discussed this quite a bit last week by going into the market and buying securities. They actually go out into the market and make the rates lower. So it's open market operations.
Okay, next one is, why doesn't correlation mean causation?
Well, because when you wake up sleeping in your clothes, it's not necessarily the headache that you have when you wake up sleeping in your clothes. It's not necessarily because you slept in your clothes.
Interesting analogy.
Yeah, it might be because you drank too much the night before. So the causation of you sleeping in your clothes is the alcohol as well as the headache. But the clothes themselves are not the causation of the headache.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why you picked that one, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Thinking back to old
it came to mind.
College days or something?
Came to mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, thinking about my friends, not necessarily me.
Okay, good. What are the rules about required distributions from 401ks and IRAs?
We talked about those last week. You've got to start taking them out at 70 and a half, the year you turn 70 and a half. You're going to take out a certain percentage. There's a little form for that, and it's pretty simple to do. And of course, the big takeaway there was consider moving your 401k to an IRA the minute you get out of your job, so you have more flexibility and can do more things with it. So that was a pretty easy question.
All right. So what do you have for us this week?
This week, easy questions. What should you do when a headline catches your attention? That's an easy one. What is productivity and how does it impact your wealth? And you have to do this one. Where have you seen a tree octopus? There are tree octopuses out there all the time. I've got a good example for you next week. I hope you tune in for it.
Of a tree octopus. The one I'm thinking of.
I don't know. I've seen some tree octopuses out there. And the last question, which you can stay tuned to in the next segment, was how can I improve my chances of finding a job? So stay tuned for that.